What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys my week 20 results on my 0 to 100k challenge. Now, this week was a very difficult week, and this video is an even more difficult video to make. We're going to get into that all later on. But the first thing I'd like you guys to do today is please do drop the thumbs up. Honestly, it was such a tough week in the market. Again, cryptocurrencies were down, stocks did all sorts of madness, which we're going to break down later on. But yeah, please do drop the thumbs up to show appreciation for making this video. And this week was really the week where I thought, do I need to make this video? I do not want to make this video, but I thought, let me do it for the people. We're almost halfway through the journey. Then after that, maybe we'll switch it up. But yeah, please do drop a thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys comment. Let me know your thoughts on the week, on the future, what stocks you'd like me to look at. Let me know if you guys want me to still do these videos every single week. I can do them monthly, I can do them every other week. Just let me know. Added to that, make sure you guys share these videos with your friends. It could help someone out there today. Someone who's planning on giving up. It could help someone who's just got started. It could help many different people, but share these videos with your friends. And lastly but not least, hit the red button below and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. So this week, it was a very difficult week in the market. Another choppy week. Another week where I thought, this week could go one of two ways. It could go maybe okay, not amazing, but just okay. And the market's choppy, but it could just be okay. Like I said, just fine. Or this could go very, very bad. And guess what? It was the latter. So I'm gonna dive into my phone. We're gonna look at my portfolio now and just kind of see how, this week panned out. So here we are. I tell you guys, it was a tough week, and it was tough to make this video. Down almost 19k, honestly. Now, I was a little bit closer to 17k about an hour ago, and then crypto decided to do its, what it's been doing recently and just tank. So first of all, here's a couple options I'm in. I'll just show you guys. These are the options I'm still in. So first we have AMD, which I called out in the private Discord. I'm actually only up 4% after being up like 40% at one point. Unfortunately, that's just how the market is. AMD was down today only by 1%, but at least on my option, I'm still up. That's what really matters. But AMD is one. Then another one is GENI. Well, this one I'm down 3%. It's another one I called out in the Discord, I think in the open Discord. And this one is one I'm holding for a couple weeks. It was actually up heavily today, and once I saw it falling off, I started to wait for a reversal, which we've still not seen yet, but I decided to jump in just before market close. Now, I think this one could run up to 23, 24 soon enough. Over the past week, past month, it's done pretty well. So hopefully, if you're in this play with me, we're going to ride this back up to, again, $23, $24. That'd be really nice. And even if it doesn't get there, it's fine. Again, it's been showing positive signs recently, so hopefully you've just caught a really nice dip. Now, honestly, I'm not really going to show you any other stocks because the stocks did what they usually do, and I've not added any number of stocks this week. They done what they usually do. It's just been a choppy week. So now that we've got that out of the way, I'm not going to go through my stocks this week because it's the same stocks as always. It's the same story as the past few weeks. They were really choppy. A lot of them had down weeks. Most of the stocks I hold had overall down weeks, a couple good days here and there. But I do want to point out, my option plays this week were actually pretty on point. In the group, I called out SPY, called out REKR, which was a home run, which was more than a home run. I called out Tattoo Chef. I did a breakdown on Tattoo Chef and ARKK in the private Discord. These all went really well, and if you got in on them, then you definitely made some money. So it was good to see people making money in the Discord. In fact, the AMD play that you saw on screen was killing it to begin with. Again, SPY killed it. Also, AMC started the week really strong, and we were up on that one. What do you know? We got a little bit greedier. Many of us got a little bit greedy, and we ended up down on that one. So I had to cut losses on that. But there's another thing. I also pointed out we should buy a Mara put. Now, funny enough, once I pointed this out, Mara actually shot up. So we were actually down with our Mara puts. But it was the following day where Mara tanked about 15, 16% overnight towards pre-market. And so if you were in on that Mara play, you went from being probably quite heavy in the red to being nicely in the green. So that was another play that paid off, even though it took a little bit longer. Now, unfortunately, I actually didn't make any money on that Mara put because once I saw Mara start to rise, I thought, okay, that's fine. It dipped. I was like, okay, this is more like it. Then it started to rise again. I said, you know what? I'm going to cut losses on my put. Well, it fell heavy off the next day. Unfortunately, I didn't make money. But hopefully the people who got in did make money. So like I stated, a lot of my options plays this week were really good. The SPY call from yesterday was really good. That opened up at like 154% today. But overall, the cryptos, they were the ones that hurt us this week. So let's have a look at the cryptos. Okay, so first, Bitcoin, the godfather or whatever you want to call Bitcoin, had such a turbulent week. Down 25%, it struggled this week. There was a point this week, I don't know, you can't really see it on the chart, but there was a point this week it hit around 28k within a couple minutes or for a couple minutes before it jumped back up again. Bitcoin had a horrible week. And as you guys know, I own Bitcoin. As you guys know, Bitcoin is the main cryptocurrency out there. It's the biggest of them all. And it had a horrible week. Cryptos really suffered this week. Another crypto which has been doing well this week, even better than Bitcoin, and some people think is actually going to be eventually become the main cryptocurrency, is Ethereum, ticker symbol ETH. This was sitting at 4,100, 4,200 not so long ago. And before you knew it, this week it was sitting at 2,000. Again, it's shot down, it dropped down heavily and it did pick back up, but it didn't recover, of course. So it dropped 50% within a few days. Ethereum struggled this week. So many different cryptocurrencies struggled this week, which had a huge effect on my portfolio. Not to mention Dogecoin, which also had an effect on my portfolio. Now, this was sitting at 73 cents about 2 weeks ago. Now, or even this week, it went back to 20 cents briefly, 21 cents. So you can see how my portfolio was affected by these cryptocurrencies. Again, stocks were really volatile. They didn't really do that well. We're still in a market correction and cryptos just tanked. And then again, I told you after hours, they just tanked again. I was down. I finished the week literally about 16 or 17K down. I was like, this is not good. It's been my worst week ever. What do you know? I start screen recording while I'm on a video, and I'm seeing cryptos have tanked and I'm down 18.9K, almost 19K. It was a tough week for cryptos. It was a tough week in the stock market, but the good thing is we're going to bounce back. So I don't want to dwell on what happened this week. I've told you guys and it was tough to handle. So let's not dwell on this horrible week. I've told you guys what happened. I've showed you guys the results. Now let's move on and take a look at what we could keep our eyes on going into week 21. So there are a few different stocks, mainly options I'm looking to play. Of course, always grabbing shares and just keeping your eyes out on a couple other things as well. Now, I do want you guys to keep in mind, I did mention these, throughout the week, also today in the private Discord and also the open Discord. And some of them will be on a watch list come Monday when I drop my watch list in the Discord, but not all of them will be. So to begin with, Genius Sports Limited, ticker symbol GENI. That was the option play you guys saw me on in the video earlier. Also, Energy Recovery, ticker symbol ERII. This is what I'm looking to get into, and if we can ride this up, that would be great. It did start rising again today while it was on my watch list, and it kept doing that, and I think it closed about just over 3%. So we'll keep our eyes on for a dip, and then hopefully we can get in on that. Sabre Corporation, ticker symbol SABR. Now, I'm looking for June options with this one, and we can get some nice cheap contracts, so keep your eyes out for that one as well. I did mention it in the group today as well. Boeing, ticker symbol BA. This one I'm looking at some call options for, pretty out of the money. And again, this is going to be a June option, possibly an early July option, which also brings me on to Barrick Gold, ticker symbol GOLD. I'm looking at getting some options for around the $25 to maybe $27 mark. These will be out the money. And again, late June, possibly early July contracts. And then I have a couple others that I'm just keeping on my radar, keeping my eyes open for, such as ChargePoint, ticker symbol CHPT, Lucid Motors, ticker symbol CCIV. Not sure when they're actually changing the ticker. Also Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. This one, we're just trying to see it break above 600 and start moving upwards again. It has sold off heavily recently, and Tesla always has room to run. And I'm also keeping Carnival Cruise Lines, ticker symbol CCL, on my radar. This one did have a nice little run early this week, and I'm looking to see the same thing next week. And of course, Disney, I made a video about that this week, ticker symbol DIS. So I've given you guys a lot of different tickers there. You guys can start looking at them, doing your research over this weekend. I made sure to bring enough so you guys can all eat based on prices of stocks, prices of contracts, etc. And you can kind of just do your research based on the different tickers I've just called out, see if there's anything that interests you there. But I also want to drop another 3 in there: Mara, Riot, and AMC. Now these are all on the watch list for completely different reasons to the other ones I mentioned previously. But you got to kind of, you see how these go out, because you can buy puts and calls, at the same time. You can hedge your position, or you can just kind of play them out based on how they're looking going into the next day. You can swing them, you can day trade them. Those are a lot more volatile, so you have to be careful with those, which is why I mentioned them in a separate bracket. But they're also on the list, they're also on the radar, because they can make you some nice money as well if you play them right. Now, when it comes to what I did good and what I did bad, honestly, guys, this was just a tough week overall. What I did good was those option plays, keeping those option plays coming out, call outs, breakdowns. I did that really well in the private Discord and obviously the open Discord as well. I think what I did bad was maybe just not buying more puts on, Mara and Riot when I saw cryptocurrencies were declining and decreasing. But it's not that easy. A lot of the time these things tank after hours, which doesn't help us. We can't trade options during those times. Pre-market they're down heavily, and then once market opens they start rising up again. So it's not a good time to place options on them. But again, it was a tough week, so I'm not too fussed on what I specifically did. As a trader, I think I did better than that. It seems better than it looks, of course. But I'll just go into next week with a strong attitude, a positive attitude, after I've done some research this week, and hopefully we can make up some of those losses. So this journey has been pretty tough so far. Honestly, it's not an easy journey. Obviously, as you guys can see, I have to bring you guys these results week in, week out. So again, I just want to say, please do show your support if you appreciate this. We'll see what next week holds. Hopefully you can make up some of those losses. It feels great having those big wins, those 5-figure weeks, but then having those 5-figure losses also hurts a lot. So can't get too excited with the highs, can't get too down on myself with the lows. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please check out the stock option starter pack. There is a link there. It's the first link in the description. You can have access to the stock option starter pack through that. Also, be aware, the investing academy is coming soon, so check out the link in the description as well. Add to that, we have the Discord, which is still open. You can get in there. Link is in the description as well. Check out the link for Qcoin and Coinbase if you want some free cryptocurrency. Check out the link for Robinhood if you would like a free stock. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Go out there and have a great weekend. I got money making. You got money making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.